but the beings that are running us, causing chemtrails, causing the genetically modified foods, causing all of these.
Well, these are all, as far as I'm concerned, all parts of the human problem. But I think we need to concentrate on something that's really serious out there. And that's who's out there watching us, and ultimately what's going to happen to the human family. I look at this whole thing today on the earth as a cosmic problem. It's not political. It has nothing to do with the U.S. opposing Russia. It has to do with humans opposing the God that created us.
Because Jordan, it's not just spiritual. You can be spiritual, you can be on the scientific side, but everybody feels that something's coming. Everybody feels that it's out of order.
Because it is. It's on the way. Yeah. People always ask me if I see a light at the end of the tunnel. I said, yeah, it's a train coming. So,
I've chided you before.
I'm trying. And I'm getting worse.
Yeah, it may be here, Bob, before you leave. It may be here before you leave.
Most social, the most caring of all.
Part of it's here already.
Well, of course, that's what I mean.
Look, and Bob's not really leaving, he's just...
I have a problem.
I know.
I really have a serious problem. I remember vividly what it's like out there on the other side. I was there before I came here, and I leave here next week, next year, maybe whatever. I'm going back. I've been there. That's my home.
I think that's a lot of the heartache a lot of us feel. With the
well, if you remember what it was like, you want to go home. That's one reason why the process is designed to erase your memory before you incarnate again. Because if you remember where you came from, you remember what home is like, you want so much to go back. You know, the little infant crib deaths. No reason why. That guy's in the crib and he's breathing one moment and he's dead the next. I think a lot of that is that little tyke remembered home and he
Exactly.
oh, hell, I don't want to be here.
Our parents are rich.
God damn it, I want planet Earth again.
You think there's something to it when you come out of your mother, you're crying the first thing they do is
Yeah, the doctor slapped you around.
Slapped you around.
that first cry that you're here, that you're going to have to deal with, I guess you could say the passion.
Well, I like what, I think it was Rodney Dangerfield said. He said, when I was born, the doctor took one look at my butt and my face and told my mama she had twins. Yeah, it's a strange thing.
Have you been drinking?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I just get
Do you
started.
want another drink?
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm so delighted to be here with dear friends, Bob Dean and Bob Dean.
Been Dean Bob?
No.
Yeah.
Dean Hagler.
Can I ask you, like, I kind of mentioned it to you, Jordan, before, but like you guys as a collective group, I know when you guys started this out, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, are you happy seeing the constant growing of the interest in all of these, like, alternative knowledge that's not the norm?
Well, I'm not seeing a whole lot of it because I'm kind of like a recluse in these last few years. I've become so disenchanted with what I was doing, what I thought I was doing. And for so long I've been thinking that there are always going to be a few people who are listening, but I'm not really making much of a headway on it. And I figure after 50 years of talking, I don't know if anybody's really getting the point of the seriousness of who we are. There's so much silliness going on with games and game shows and entertainment that the human race is being deflected from the real issues, and that's who are we, and what's happening to us, where are we going.
You never know, though. Basketball's on strike.
No.
That's right.
Yeah.
So,
They're not playing right now, yeah. So, what's your feeling on it? Do you see the growing interest? Do you see it, or has it always been?
I see progress. I see that there is an expansion of consciousness. And I see a lot of it as a result of effort. expand your own awareness of reality.
I don't have any cards.
You're players. You're part of the player of the game.
I mean, the game is about you.
And you're an active participant in it. And yeah, I'm very hopeful.
I've been shown the future. I really have.
When they had me out there for 6 weeks, almost drove me insane, literally, the reality of it.
But I've seen the past, I've seen the present, and I've seen the future. And it's all part of one. They're not separate. And that, you can't come to terms with that. I couldn't. I still can't. I can't sit here with you this afternoon and tell you I understand that yesterday, today, and tomorrow, it's all the same. But in a spiritual sense, in my infinite, immortal spiritual being, there is no time. Time is a human construct. We invented it. Of course, we're living here in this linear, three-dimensional physical world. We incarnated, and it's the way it's designed. It's been put up, it's been set up that way for us to incarnate, spend 50, 40 years, whatever, 70 years, whatever. And then the old carcass, the container, wears out. We wear it out, as I have. You know, I've been hard on this old model.
That cigar ain't helping.
This 1929 model that I'm driving around in, I haven't been easy to it, you know. I had it in 2 wars. I've taken it into 3 marriages. That's worse, though. Looking at my second marriage, make that 4 wars, you know. I have not been nice to these old carcasses. And the knees tell me about it, the shoulders, I've lost my hearing. Now they tell me I've got progressive, what is it? Macular degeneration. I'm losing my sight. Bob, tell them about your experience when you were a child that fell over the cliff.
And we have a bunch of fish. We'd love to get up in my car.
The year was.
Well,
That bottle of Jack Daniels out.
look, apparently, I gave Carrie Cassidy a whole bunch of information. She posted every damn one of them on the web. YouTube, I'm all over the goddamn place, apparently. You know? Anyhow, when I was a tyke, 2.5, I fell into an industrial canal in Covington, that had been dredged. The sides were like, and being a Pisces, I love water, and I'm always throw little pieces of wood in there, and I throw pebbles at pieces of wood. My mother's scared to death because she couldn't take me away from this canal. An only child. One day I wandered away from the house, went down to the canal, and throwing pieces of wood in, you know, and pebbles at the wood. Next thing I know, I tumbled down 40 feet. Got a little play suit. And I thrash around down there, grasping at the sides. Thrashing around, the sides got slippery and muddier, and I was getting ready to drown. Literally in my 2.5, 3-year-old mind. It's been a short trip. I really remember thinking that. Hey, I'm going to die. I'm going to drown. And about the time I decided I'm ready to go under because I was tired and I couldn't get out, the sides were muddy and slippery and I'm all covered. About the time I'm ready to go under, a powerful pair of hands grasps me under my arm from behind where I couldn't see. Powerful hands, and I feel it right there. She lifted me up 40 feet and put me on the bank. And in this little mind of mine at the time,